Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to Scholarship Update for 2022-2023. Last year was awesome. This year is going to be fantabulous. If today is your first time joining us, kindly click on the subscribe button below and the notification bell so that you don't miss any equally important subsequent videos. Okay, today I happen to find myself in Zhongnan University of Economics and Law. This is what we're starting with. This is going to be awesome. We're going to have an exclusive interview with one of the biggest YouTubers in China currently. Okay, so without much ado, just follow me. Let's check this thing out. Hey, big man.
Welcome.
Abbjay vlogs. Abbjay vlogs.
Good to see you here.
Good to see you too. The face of ZUEL.
Oh,
It's a great pleasure.
it's a pleasure to have you on our campus.
Thank you very much. It's a great privilege. Thank you so much once again for honoring our invitation. Scholarship Update, official Edu Hub, and we want to have an exclusive interview with you. We want to basically have much in-depth information concerning Zhongnan University of Economics and Law, since you happen to be a student over here. So let's get started.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Zhongnan is located in one of the most beautiful cities and popular city here in the world, like you can think of it, because it's located in no other city than Wuhan. And I know when I mention Wuhan, everybody knows Wuhan now on the globe. So it's located in Wuhan in the Zhongnan district, a very beautiful campus, a lot of recreational facilities to support students academically. We have good classroom systems. And then I call it university for specialty, because if you want to study courses in economics, finance, law, name them, that is the right school. So a lot of people come here and then you go globally and they are really making it in such fields. So it's basically Zhongnan University of Economics and Law, one of the most beautiful campuses you can ever think of in China.
Wow, awesome. So that stands to reason that you don't have other courses that are being taught over here, like the sciences related.
Oh, Zhongnan has such courses, but then for English short programs, it's basically for economics, finance, law. But then they have other programs that are taught in Chinese. So if you want to study programs like environmental science and engineering, if you want to study public administration and taxation and all others, look no, you can still come here. But if you want to study in Chinese and speak fluent Chinese, come to Zhongnan.
Oh, okay.
You are welcome here.
Okay, so that means those courses are still available, but
Yes.
just taught in Chinese.
Taught in Chinese.
Oh, great. I want to ask a quick question. As it stands now, I want to know where actually your international students are made up of, as in terms of the countries.
Zhongnan is a welcoming environment, and so they want to welcome everybody from any other country. You just don't think about the country, just apply if you want to come to Zhongnan. But currently we have students from Ghana, we have students from Pakistan, we have students from Bangladesh, we have students from Nepal, students from Nigeria, name them, all over Colombia, Afghanistan, a lot of countries. I can't even mention all of them, yes, but we have Congo, we have Gabon, we have Benin, name them, a lot of countries. I can't mention. If I want to mention a country, don't be worried. We have all of you here.
Okay, so that means it's open to all.
Open to all.
That's amazing. Quickly, let's talk about the scholarship offers or packages that your school provides. I want to know all the various scholarship packages you guys have here.
Oh, Jordan has one of the best scholarships you can ever think of. Jordan has the Chinese government scholarship.
Okay.
In that we have the type A and then the type B type of scholarship. We will talk about it. And then we have the university scholarship, which most of the schools don't have. Other schools have university scholarship, but Jordan has something unique about their university scholarship because they can give you full scholarship depending on your academic merits. They can give you full scholarship, and that is the unique thing about Jordan. So if you don't even apply for Chinese government scholarship, which a lot of students want to apply, you can equally apply for the university scholarship, which is very, very good compared to so many schools in China. That's why I'm saying Jordan is a special place to be here.
Wow. Okay, so if you just join us, kindly click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. We want to grow together, so don't be left out. Kindly share the videos also with your cohort so that we grow together. I believe we are going to be very big very soon, and it's always better to start with us from the humble beginnings. Okay, so let's continue. Can we dive deeper into the scholarship packages, maybe the eligibility, what we need, in terms of document and all? Let's dive a little bit deeper.
Okay, thank you for this. If you want to apply to Zhongnan University, first of all, you should be a citizen other than like China. You shouldn't be a citizen of China. That is, if you want to apply for the scholarship, you shouldn't be a citizen of China. And then, just as I earlier mentioned, they have two type of scholarship. So you can apply for the Chinese government scholarship. In that they have the bilateral and then the Chinese university program, and then the university scholarship. So aside being like a native other than like being a Chinese, you have to have passed your undergraduate. If you want to apply for master's or PhD, you should hold either, for PhD you should have a valid master's certificate, and then if you are applying for master's, you should have passed your undergraduate course with a very good score, and then you should have an official transcript. Official transcripts, which will certify that indeed you are eligible to attend this particular school or get the particular program you want. And also you should be somebody who doesn't have any criminal record. So you have to so you have to take a non-criminal record report from the police from your country. And then you should be somebody of good medical care, like you should be medically fit. Because it's very important because you are staying in another country. So good medical report, and then you should have a good recommendation from a professor or an associate professor in your country. So 2 of them for Jordan, we accept 2. So you take 2 reports from your recommendation reports from your lecturers or professors in your home country, and then also you should write a good study plan because the teachers will have to assess you based on what you want to do, so that they can equally choose you for the scholarship. So you should write a good study plan so that they will know what you want to do when you come to Zhongnan University of Economics and Law. You should also add some vital information or documents like your CV, which is very important because it will give an overview of who or your personality. And also, if you are applying especially for PhD, you should add a proposal so that the supervisors can know the kind of research you want to embark on and all that, so that they can support you in that regard. So basically, these are the eligibility requirements, and I think if you have them, you are good to go.
Wow, so viewers, you got that, yes. So I'm sure by now you should be getting ready to gather all these necessary documents. Okay, so during your submission, you made mention of documents, which I believe pertains to the postgraduate student. What about bachelor studies and stuff?
For bachelor students, most of them will want to apply through their country. That's why I earlier mentioned the type A type of scholarship. So you can apply through your home country. That's the bilateral program. But for that, you first of all have these documents that I've mentioned. But for bachelors, necessarily you have to have your testimonial and a recommendation letter from your school, and then you should also like for the testimonial, and then you add it to your document, your transcript, and your, maybe if you are from West Africa especially, you have the WAEC. So you add that, and then you apply to the school first. So the school would first of all accept you, and then they give you an official letter, and then you use that letter to apply to you through your country, the embassy in your country for the government scholarship. That is for bachelor's. But if not, and then you also want to study on self-finance based, it is also welcome, and then you can equally get this document. But this document runs through almost.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. So actually it's open up for undergraduate studies and postgraduate studies. So I believe it's a good place to be. Okay, a quick one. I don't know whether you left it out or something. So coming to China, I know with other countries you will need to have maybe the IELTS and stuff and all those kind of. So
yes.
you did make mention of maybe you need HSK or 5 HSK 6 or something. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's very, very important. I forgot. It's very, very important. So if you're a postgraduate, like you're applying for a postgraduate offer, you have to let the selection team or the committee know whether you are fluent in English. That's like if you are applying for English taught program, and so you have to get your English proficiency. So if you've never been taught in English, then you are supposed to write your IELTS exam, and then have a very good score, preferably 6.5 and above, would guarantee you. But if you are fortunate and then you are from an English-speaking country or you are a native, and then you've been taught like almost all your educational background in English, then you are supposed to take a letter called English Proficiency Letter from your institution, signifying that indeed you can study in English, and then you add it to your document. And that one, if you also, especially for the bachelor students, if you want to apply, basically mostly their courses are taught in Chinese. So if you want to apply for a bachelor's program, first of all, if you are somebody who has studied Chinese in your country, people do that, and then you must have passed the HSK4 test. So if you have done that, you can straight away apply and then start your academic work as soon as you come to China. But if you haven't written such an exam, then you'll be required to study a year in Chinese so that you can equally understand the Chinese and then how to write the characters. And then at the end of your first year, you're supposed to pass your HSK4 exam, and then you enroll in the program the following year. So if you haven't, then it means that you'll be using 5 years to complete your bachelor's. That is if you are taught in Chinese. But if you have the certificate HSK4 before coming, then that means that you'll be using 4 years to complete your study.
Wow, that's awesome. Then you should be ready for a very long duration of studies. That is awesome, powerful. I believe when you even complete, you still have or you add up to your language proficiency.
Exactly, I think it
might be a multilingual or something. Powerful. Okay, so with regards to what you said, when are the scholarship offers or application beginning, or has it been open yet?
Yes, as we speak, the offer, like the scholarships have been open already. But normally it opens late December of every year. So if you are planning to study this year, then it means that the scholarship 2022, then the scholarship open late December, that is 2021. Yes, and then it's running through till, that is for the Chinese government scholarship. So it will run through till April. Yes, and then it will close. Then that of the school university scholarship will also run and will close in June. Yeah, so currently Chinese government scholarships are open in Zhongnan University, and then after a while it closes, and then the university scholarship also. So
they are not open concurrently.
Yes.
Okay. Let me dive a little bit much deeper here. But I want to know the package. What's the Chinese government scholarship entails in terms of stipends, what it covers, insurance, and all those things.
For the scholarships, they are lucrative, I should say. But like not lucrative exactly, but they are monies that can sustain you, because that is exactly what people want to ask, whether it's going to sustain them when they come to China. So for the Chinese government scholarship, if you are a PhD student, because that's the highest. And then if you're a PhD student and you are able to win the Chinese government scholarship, then that means that every month you're going to be given 3,500 RMB.
Wow.
Yes, and then you'll be given an accommodation. Your tuition fees are paid, and then accommodation for PhD students and university Chinese government scholarship is like a single room to yourself. Yes, and that is for research purposes. It's good. So you are free to apply for that. But then if you're a master's student for Chinese government scholarship, you'll be given 3,000 RMB a month, and then accommodation. But yours will be like 2 in a room. You have a roommate, and then your insurance too is covered. medical insurance. But when you come here, like you'll be taught how to assess such offer for the medical insurance. Yes, but I think these packages are, and your tuition is also covered. Yes, so you are safe. And then when it comes to
the
university scholarship, no, I think I didn't talk about the bachelor's. For the bachelor's, it's 2,500, and then accommodation and then tuition is paid, and medical insurance.
That is for the CSC.
For the CSC for bachelor's. But when you come to the university scholarship, it is 2,500. It cuts across board. So for PhD, masters, and then bachelor's, it cuts through. So 2,500 RMB, and then you are given an accommodation, and the accommodation too is 2 in a room. It also cuts across, and then you have access to medical insurance, and tuition fees are also paid. However, if due to maybe tight competition and all others, Zhongnan wouldn't just leave you like that. You are able to be enrolled on the partial scholarship, that is for the university scholarship. That's why I'm saying that it is very lucrative, and it's very nice in terms of scholarships in China for university scholarship, because a lot of schools don't offer this. So we are going to give you partial scholarship if unfortunately you are not able to enroll on the full scholarship. And for the partial scholarship, you are given access to like your tuition fees are paid, medical insurance, and you are given accommodation 2 in a room. So it's only the stipend that is missing in here, and I think it is the best offer you can get in here, because most of the schools will just ask you to pay a waiver of your fee, which is very difficult for some of the students. So I think it is the best offer.
Yeah, it is. It is really. I believe with your accommodation sorted and your tuition, maybe you can get some help.
Yeah, and Zhongnan has one of the best accommodation, I should say, because the rooms are quite spacious and all that. So it's good.
Wow, powerful. Then I believe it's a very good place to be. You're going to have a very good enabling atmosphere to study. So kindly try as much as possible. Now the offers are open and apply. You didn't make mention of the deadline, so let's know the deadline for the application.
Okay, so for the Chinese government scholarship, it's running through till April 15th.
15.
Yeah, and then from there, I think maybe just some few days after, the university scholarship will be announced, which will also run through till June, possibly normally it's around 15th of June. Yes, but then notices will come just as they come in every day. So it will be like from mid-April or something to like June. So you have the opportunity to apply for that.
Okay, great. I want to ask about the application process and maybe the portal that we might have to visit, and if there need be, how maybe you can walk us through a little bit.
Okay, so if you are watching this video, just look down below, you find the link to apply, and also I believe it will be in the description box.
Definitely.
And then you can click on the link, and then so for when you are applying for the Chinese government scholarship, we have 2 applications that you need to do.
Okay.
So one is for the Chinese government scholarship itself, and one is for the university scholarship, which the links are there, so you can just click on them. So when you open the Chinese government scholarship, the interface opens, you are required to register. So as soon as you register, you open the portal. If you are not applying for the type A, that is applying to your country, then the convenient one is the type B. You should take note type B.
So I want you to re-emphasize.
Yes, it's type B scholarship, because some students will go and select type A, thinking that if applied for the scholarship, and at the end of the day they don't get it, they'll be asking why they didn't get. So you have to apply for type B type of scholarship.
Okay.
So as soon as you select the type B, another interface opens where you'll be required to put in your details, your personal details. So you apply, and then like you put in your details. But then Zhongnan has like every school under Chinese government scholarship has a unique code. Okay. And then it will be also emphasized
kind of an agency
number. Yeah. So it will be in this video also, so you can just check. You type in the agency number, the school details open, and then you continue to fill your form. After filling the form, you are required to upload the necessary documents. So the documents that we mentioned, they'll be requesting for them. So if they ask you to upload this, you upload then in that order. But I think I earlier forgot something about the passports.
Okay.
Yes, the passports. So you have to have a valid passport, like of more than 6 months validity. So you also put in that one, and you submit. After you submit.
Cut you short. I want to know, we didn't make mention of it. I believe it will be of much importance. the age limit with regards to the students who wants to apply.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's necessary for the age limit. If you are applying for PhD, then it means you shouldn't be more than 40 years of age. And then if you are applying for masters, you shouldn't be more than 35 years. And yeah.
Yeah, then I believe that we have a good range.
Yeah.
Everybody can have.
That's what I'm saying. That Zhongnan is welcoming.
Yeah. Truly. Okay, a quick one. Let's talk about the courses available and their year of duration.
Okay. So I think in previous years, Zhongnan has always enrolled 2 and 3 year programs, and then 4 and 5 years for bachelors. Bachelors, 4 years for those who already have the HSK and are just and continuing, and 5 years for those who are now going to read 1 year Chinese and then continue 4 years. But for masters, 2 years, and then for PhD, 3 years. But this year, things are changing, and then John, I want you to actually feel the academic environment the more. So there have been some changes with the postgraduate programs.
Okay.
So now PhD programs will be enrolled for 4 years. Yes, and then master's program will be enrolled for 3 years. So this means that you will have more time for research. Yes, that is the most important thing for masters and PhD. So you have more room for research work.
Wow. So we want to know the courses that are available for this year's scholarship package. So kindly walk us through.
Okay, so I think for now it is the Chinese government scholarship that is officially open. So I want to talk about it, and I don't want to make a mistake. I want to refer.
Okay.
So courses include international law for both masters and then PhD.
Okay.
And then it's also welcome to, for the masters, especially in PhD, you can also study in Chinese language.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have statistics.
Yeah,
but that one is solely for PhD, doctoral study. And then for international trade, that is also for doctoral study. And then finance. I think it's one of the courses that a lot of students want to read. So that one is for both doctoral and then master's program. Yes. And then there is industrial economics, and that one too for doctoral students.
Okay.
Then they have world economy, one of the interesting courses. That is also for doctoral and then master's students. So basically, these are the courses that are open for Chinese government scholarships. There is a difference because a lot of people make this mistake. They don't actually know the programs that are for Chinese government scholarships and then the ones that are for university scholarships. Okay. So they intend applying for this particular, like other courses that they see on the portal, thinking that they have applied for Chinese government. If you do that, automatically you are taken out of the race. Yes. So these courses that we've mentioned are solely for so just take time and then read the instruction. The link is below, so you can just take time and check for Chinese government scholarship. But when we come to the university scholarship, there are other courses that we need to emphasize.
Okay.
This one we have the accounting.
Okay.
That one, so you see that it's not part of Chinese government scholarship, but it's part of the university scholarship program. So with the university scholarship program, there is accounting. So these courses that we've mentioned are there, but then now we have accounting as one of the courses that a lot of students want to study. So that one becomes part of that course, and then we have the international MBA, they have IMBA. That one is also part of the university scholarship. So a lot of people make that mistake. So they will go and apply for international business on CSC because
it's not covered.
So you have to check the link and know the right program that you are supposed to apply. So these are the differences. But I think there is this news for Pakistanis. I think those from the Belt and Road.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. They are eligible to apply for Belt and Road scholarship. Okay. And for that scholarship, accounting is part of CSC. But there are some countries that are part of the Belt and Road. So when you open the portal, it will let you know which people are part of the Belt and Road. So, but I know Pakistanis are part of the Belt and Road. So for them, they can apply for accounting under CSC.
Covered by the Belt and Road.
But for other countries that are not part, especially if you are from Africa, Ghana especially, you can't apply for accounting under CSC. Yes, that is
powerful. That's great. So for the purposes of emphasis, I want to reiterate that there is a need for you to be very, very much careful and read thoroughly, okay, so that you can be able to picture and do the right thing. Do you get it? So that later on your application wouldn't be thrown out and you'll be blaming people back home. Okay. So I want to ask this one. I've heard several stories where people are being duped with regards to application, where people go and look out for people to run them later, and later people even sees people JW2 and scholarship, admission, and all those kind of. Can you throw more light and bring it down to ZUEL, that is Zhongnan, whether there is anything like application fee or something?
Yeah. I think it's very, very important to know this, because as soon as you go online to Google study in China, 110 agencies will pop up.
Okay.
And if you are not very careful, you think that you are dealing with the school directly. However, it is not so. So before you realize, somebody might have taken your money and then you'll be found wanting. So if you want to apply, just look nowhere. Just check the description box. That's why he has put the description there. So just check and click accordingly. And in the description box, you find all the details. There's no agent that has been assigned that should apply to Zhongnan for you. So as soon as the procedures are very simple and easy to understand. So you just open the portal and then you follow and then apply accordingly. However, if you are faced with a challenge, I think the university also has added admission email. Just send an email, or you can visit the official Facebook page on how do you call it? Zhongnan University of Economics and Law. When you search on Facebook, you find it there. Yes, then you can check. But you can equally send an email, that is admissions. Admissions at zuel.edu.cn. Admissions at zuel.edu.cn. Then you can send your query there and then it will be answered for you. So do not pay monies to people that they should apply for you. You can equally apply yourself. But with regards to paying application fee, yes, you have to pay an application fee of 500 RMB. 500 RMB. So you convert it to your local currency, and then you know the equivalent that you want to pay. And then they've provided, so on the instructions, there is bank details. That is both for foreigners, like those who are overseas and those who are in China. So if you're in China, there is a particular account that you have to pay to. But if you are from, like if you're in your home country, you want to pay through your bank, through the account that they provided. So just check there, then it's there for you too.
Wow, great.
500 RMB only.
500 RMB only. I believe it's quite affordable comparably to other schools, because I've been doing this thing for quite a number of time now, and I've been preview to some of these application fees. So this one is quite affordable. Okay, so I want to re-emphasize that, as my boss rightly said, there might be some legit agencies there. If you know you can't work it out, maybe you can try, but make sure you are dealing with the right people.
That's important.
If not, you find yourself wanting. Okay. Having said this, I believe we might be ending our interview very soon. This is quite a deep exclusive interview.
But let me chip in this. I think people want to know whether the Academy start their program in 2019. But then official
2022.
I don't know why I'm saying 2019. Maybe I have to go to Ethiopia.
Yeah, probably.
Because they're 2014, maybe I have to go there. But then the university has put a notice on the website about the academic year, like the beginning of the academic year will solely be an online program.
Okay.
So when you read the instructions on the like on the website, you find it there that academic activity for 2022, like 2022-2023, is solely beginning on online basis. So if you are planning to apply, know that you start online. However, we are just praying for that good news to come, that you can all
come back.
Yes, meet on campus and then have a good fellowship here.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know you, as I rightly said earlier on, you are one of the biggest YouTubers currently in China. And if you want to have an intake or have much insight about the social life, about students, about basically everything that pertains to China, you will have to follow Abbjay Vlogs. I'll allow him to talk to you a little bit about the vlogs and his content, okay? So please, the floor is open for you.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate this offer. If you want to know what we do here in China, everyday life in China, just log on to Abbjay Vlogs. Yes, just log on there. Then especially if you want to see the beautiful campus of Zhongnan, you find in there the foods that we eat here, the kind of activities that we've been having in the past years, and China in general. I think it is the best place for you to check it out.
Wow, thank you so much. I want to pick your last words. Why, or probably you want to recommend ZUEL to anybody out there watching us currently?
Oh yeah, thank you. I would easily want to recommend ZUEL because ZUEL, first of all, is a welcoming environment. You know, there are some institutions that you want to go there, but you get in the environment is not so conducive for you. But ZUEL is a welcoming environment. People here are friendly, and then they want to meet new people. Especially, we have one of the new, like not the new per se, like an association of Chinese, and then it's an intercultural program that we run here. So on some occasions we meet as students, foreign students and Chinese students, to share experiences and all that. You want to be part of this, and also good academic environment. Talk about the classrooms, talk about the internet accessibility and everything talk about the library. Everything is made easier for us. So I would want to recommend that come and enrich your knowledge and then learn more about the Chinese culture.
Wow, powerful. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
so much.
I really appreciate the honor done me.
Wow. Okay, so all too soon, there will be the end of our scholarship update, and this was exclusively on ZUEL, that is Zhongnan University of Economics and Law. I want to say a very big thank you to my crew members before I sign out, and the first one goes to my cameraman, Dr. Gabriel Sherman. I'll be leaving his social media handles below the video so that you follow him up for latest and powerful works, okay? And I also want to thank Dr. Millicent Afenya Salansi for holding us back with the lighting. It's awesome. Okay, so these have been scholarship update 2022 and 2023 academic year right on official EduHub. Once again, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. Peace out. Bye-bye.